a detained Binance executive, reported to a federal high court in Abuja that his health has worsened due to inadequate medical care at Kuje Correctional Center. He entered the courtroom using crutches and requested a wheelchair, which was eventually ordered by Justice Emeka Nwite after his counsel highlighted the deterioration of his condition. The prosecution contends that Gambaryan is exaggerating his health issues. The court also addressed concerns about incomplete documents from the Central Bank of Nigeria and scheduled the next trial session for September 4. He faces $35 million money laundering charges alongside Binance and regional manager Nadeem Anjawala, who fled custody earlier this year. This story has been real core in the news. It has been followed by a lot of Nigerians closely. But then him complaining about his health in the Kuje Correctional Center, and then talks about him just exaggerating his health condition, when we have medical experts who can actually tell us the actual condition of his health. Royal Chief.
I've been in correctional centers, so many of the correctional centers in Nigeria. Even tomorrow, I will still be in Port Correctional Center. They have medical doctors.
You have to tell us why you're going there, because it's sounding like...
Yes, I visited inmates to know their condition.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, as if I'm the one.
Said you have been there and you'll be there.
Yes, I visited and see
please.
things. I observed that they have experts, they have medical doctors on ground to treat any case of emergencies and all that. And they are the ones to give us reports that actually this person is having this illness or that, not you. Because if you complain, you have to be checked. And the medical results should come out and they can tender that in court. Because their own profession is also at stake. If you lie on oath, if you're a medical doctor and you say that I'm having issues with my limbs, I'm having issues with my health, and you lie because you want to punish me because of a crime that is still investigation that is still ongoing, either is guilty or not, the court has not pronounced. So you have the right for us to assess medical care. I believe they have qualified medical doctors in all the correctional centers across Nigeria. And if there's issue concerning any inmate awaiting trial or thereabout, it should allow them to assess medical care. And again, they requested for a wheelchair. Okay, it is funny. It's becoming not a culture. It's becoming a culture with Nigerians. Once you have issues in court or you are in correctional center, you develop illness by yourself. You can mention any illness that this. There are times they make politicians do that mostly. They can mention any illness that doesn't exist. Sometimes they have issue with their leg, but they are bandaged at their leg.
His wife has actually been complaining about his health ever since the arrest.
Complaint has been taken.
So, yes.
But I believe that those medical doctors that in that Kuje prison should come up with a report that actually what this man is talking about is a concern. Again, if Nigerians, if they want to punish you, which I don't expect that kind of punishment to come, because if he dies, the case ends. So you need to protect the lives of everybody, your inmate that is there, because if they die, the case ends. So provided they are alive and you are investigating, you want to see results, you give them the best treatment, no matter their crime.
All right. Why does this sound absurd? Does it mean that our correctional centers are now different from the ideology that Nigerians have about them?
You see, sometimes we try to hide some things. The issue is that the system, like we are discussing the system. We just heard a few days ago in Calabar, about the kind of ration they are giving to them. And they said they will investigate. Now, everybody has right to life and good health. This man we are discussing this morning has been in Nigeria for some time now. He has seen the politics of medicine in Nigeria when it comes to prison by our elites. Hardly you see any politician who is behind the bar saying he's unfit. I mean, he's fit. And you say, my head. The moment the EFCC brings a charge against them, somebody must develop, like he said, somebody must develop one illness that we may not have that Greek and Latin words Because almost all the medical terms are in Greek and Latin.
So do you think this is one of those conditions?
No, what I'm trying to say is that if we are not just to conclude, there is need for him to be given medical attention. That's what I'm saying. Mind you, he's a foreigner. No matter the crime he has committed, some Nigerians are in foreign prisons. What we call correctional center is a prison. Forget about that. But being a correctional center, my attitude, if I'm there, I should be corrected. But this is sometimes some of us go there and become arrogant. Because of this situation we sit there. We have heard a lot of things about what has happened. For me, I pray that the man should be given medical attention, whether it's fake. And those who should involve in the diagnosis should be sincere. Because sometimes we can give a fake medical report of what is not in existence. All because we want the judge to give a judgment and say, please, free him. Let him go and attain. Before, like it has happened, was it 5 years ago, somebody was flown out of the country, in this country. So if that is the case, for me, those who should take care of him should be sincere. Because the case is still ongoing. No judgment has been passed. But now we are discussing about his healment. And so let there be proper diagnosis of whatever that is the man is suffering from. Not just that as we are discussing that we don't know the kind of ailment he is suffering from. But is according to him now, he should be given wheelchair. When he went there, he was not having wheelchair. And again, I will also say this also. Our correctional center should not be a place where people are punched with their fists to fall. But then sometimes some criminals are facing a lot of things in the prison. We have also said that our prisons or correctional center are congested. So there is need also for more facilities to be built. Because I used to interview some prisoners. That place is not where you will go. And if you are not a man who is going to change, and you come back and change, and you become even more terrible to society, that tells you go and be reformed.
Why is that?
Because of the nature of life there.
What are you referring to?
So even the food they give them there. Government is the one paying for the food, though. But I have heard that some what do you call it? All those who are in charge of the prison, the warders and the rest. Sometimes the management of the prison of the so-called correctional centers will not give the people the normal ration of their daily feeding. You know, I was told that even the food, the beans or whatever they cook is outdone.
They don't put oil.
They don't put anything. They don't put the ingredients.
They have people that have blind in the correctional centers because you don't have oil.
So it's not a good thing.
But you know that the management of these correctional centers have also complained about the finance, the money that comes.
Now, so who is the one? It's the government.
Exactly.
So
because
the government
on their own side, that's probably the reason they're not using all of those
I
things,
agree with you.
which they gave as their excuse.
But they are not complaining publicly to the government.
If I may come in, I don't have that. I don't think they should have what we call special say. Every image should be treated equally. But when you have a special say for some categories of crime, it becomes an issue. They concentrate on those categories of people. But in the name that you are in a correctional center, then leave those other categories of persons to be tortured, to don't have access to medical, you don't have access to good food, and all of them will say we are in correctional centers. Let everybody be treated equally. You don't have there are inmates that are using phones. There are inmates that sleep on vibrated beds. They sleep in a comfortable. There are inmates that is watching us in the correctional centers.
And sending money to the people outside.
They do every businesses. They have access to everything, and they say they are in the correctional centers. These other categories of awaiting trials, which are majority in some of the correctional centers, they don't have those. You are not there to enjoy, actually. You are there because you committed a crime or we suspect you for a particular offense. We are trying you. The best I think the correctional center should do, find a way to decongest the prison. Try those that minor crimes. Those minor crimes. Yesterday I was to sign for a boy that visited somewhere in Rumola in Port Harcourt. And the mother, they told the mother that sometimes I used to go and visit this inmate to counseling them the best way to live. And they called me. And when I was investigating, hearing from this guy, what happened? He walked into a shop, and when he was leaving, they suspected him that he had stolen a phone. And in cause of that, the police was involved. He found himself in Degema prison. He has been there for some months without trial, without anything. He has just been there.
Without trial.
Nothing.
But
He has just been there.
So of course, let me tell you what happened to me some years ago as a student. That was my final year. I was staying, our house was First Avenue in the front of the Old. I was to cross the flyover, and by then bike was running in Port Harcourt to take a bike to our house from school. There was a raid by the police because of the hoodlums terrorizing that my one flyover. I was arrested, put in the van, drove to police station, my own police station. And by the time I got there, I saw hundreds of young men there on the lawn there, facing trial. This one is, they are judging your case. If you're not able to prove your case, they put you inside or you pay some money. What saved me? That was 1999. What saved me was that when I really became a governor, he floated these free school bus and train and the rest of it. So I was one of those writing on these free school buses and train, and my lecturer was in charge of. So what saved me? I just saw my lecturer going to the table where the panel of judges were judging us, and I shouted, "Sir." The man just turned to me. I said, "Frank, what are you doing here?" I said, "I was going home from school. They just asked me to enter vehicle. That's where I was." He just told what saved me, just told the people that it's my boy. I was set free.
Wow.
So what are we saying? A correctional center should have therapists of all kinds. Therapists.
Yes.
Should have psychologists.
Yes.
Sorry, you don't just see, like he just said also. If, for instance, somebody has been sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, it should undergo some certain studies there. It should be given room to hear some things.
But when we have not even looked at the basic things like food,
that's what I'm saying.
Healthcare.
And that's the problem we are discussing now. We are talking, this man is a foreigner, which also Nigeria will try to make it so polished as nothing is happening. The truth is that when you go to the state of our correctional center, it's appalling. Yes. I've been there. Sorry. I've entered at the Port Harcourt Correctional Center or prison at around the Abba Road axis. Yes. At the Bundu, before you go to Bundu. The truth is that people who are managing the facilities, they are Nigerians. The government is sending the daily meal of the people. He says the management, but since we want people to become good citizens of this country, we should give them good care.
That's it.
If I'm sentenced to life imprisonment, I know that I'm not coming back.
Yes.
Give me also food to live there.
All right. Thank you so much, Frank. Let's look at the next story now.